George Stubbs. I'm the founder and MD of George Stubbs Insurance Services. We're based head office in Perth, and we've got 4 offices across the central belt of Scotland: Glasgow, Dundee, Perth, Aberdeen. Been in business since 1991. I thought about selling the business because I'd reached a stage in time where I thought there needs to be an end game. My family didn't show an interest in coming to the business, albeit they're just ploughing their own furrows. I've been in business for 32 years, and I decided I wanted to spend a bit more time on the golf course. So that's the plan for the next few years once I've finally exited from the joys of JMG. So I think I was lucky in my choice that I had been able to spend quite a bit of time with the JMG guys, getting to know them. Although we ran a process, from day one, it was about, our business is about people, and JMG were about the people as well, and it was just, we just felt there was a connection from day one, and the individuals that were there. They were very interested in how the future of the business, the staff, the clients would be looked after, and they really felt that they cared about what the future of the business would be. So almost like being a fourth child, I was, putting my baby into the hands of someone else, and there really wasn't a better home that I felt I could have put my baby into. Sale process, we start with the easy bit. The best bit was clearly financially rewarding and accumulating the 32 years of hard work. Although I'd done 32 years in business, it's probably been 60 years of blood, sweat and tears. So to have the deal completed and to go so smoothly was a real treat at the end. And I think the recognition that the purchasers had made about what you built over 32 years, sometimes you focus on the things that are wrong in your business. So when you go through the process and you come out of it and people recognise they want to buy it, then that's very satisfying. Challenging is obviously 32 years collecting all the information that they have to go back for such a long period over, and we probably weren't the best at what we were in recording all the things that we should have recorded. Someone once said to me that when you start a business is the day you should prepare to sell for it, and I think they were quite right that you should have all your records and kept in order. So the diligence was relatively painful, but in the overall scale of things, we had the right advisors round about us, which helped support us through the process, along with the JMG advisors were great to work with. Yeah, the JMG M&A team were great. I think the big thing for us was they had a really good connection with the M&A guys we were using, the corporate finance people we were using, and they had a very good relationship already in place. So that made the whole process a lot easier for us. So for me, surround yourself with good people through the process, and that helps to make it a lot easier. So the celebration was slightly different. It wasn't what was planned. Myself and the co-directors had gone to Gleneagles to do a jockey sign, and we thought we'd crack open some champagne. The deal ended up running through the night, so the next morning we signed it in the office. I jumped on a flight to Alicante, and at Alicante airport my pickup was late, so I got a bottle of Bottega Spumante and a bag of cheese and onion crisps, and that was my moment of glory. Biggest thing since change, I think, it's been just the more corporate feel to how you work in terms of the day-to-day processes, which are all good disciplines to put in place that we wouldn't ordinarily have. But the processes which are obviously done by regulation and by finance, and they take most of that problem off our desk, which makes life a lot easier for us as well. So I think next comment was prepared to be underwhelmed by change, and I think that's been very true about how things have panned out. They have taken away the stuff that we don't want to deal with, the compliance, the regulation, and the money side of things, but they've made that process more corporate, which is kind of understood why you'd want to be going down that route. But other than that, it's been pretty much business as usual. Perhaps a little bit more time in the golf course, but also the biggest thing for me is I'm in a fortunate stage that we've got a young management team. We're working with them, we're developing the business, we're growing the business, and they're the ones that will be enthused about continuing the growth of the George Stubbs Insurance, and we want to see the business double over the next 2 to 3 years, and that's a big part of what they're all bought into, and that is aligned with JMG's ambitions as well. Take the time to find the people you want to deal with. There's a lot of businesses that are out there that acquirers will be in full-blown sales mode, and perhaps they won't deliver what they say in the tin. I think if you take your time to get to know the people, you'll get the deal that you want out of it, and surround yourself with good people through the process as well.